Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're going to start playing some F1 Manager 2023. I'm excited for this. I will just give a quick disclaimer. I don't really understand F1 and a whole year's worth of playing the game last year. I still don't really understand it. We were Aston Martin last year. We didn't finish on the podium. We didn't win any races. We were pretty low level. But we're going to try again. Again, we're going to start with, well, the worst team on the grid. Let's just go here and we'll start a new game. There was a quick test that I did. But let's get into this.
With a global audience and drama to match, all the attention is now on race circuits around the world, waiting for the start of the fastest show on Earth. Last year's regulation changes saw closer on-track battles. Anyone expecting a smooth ride from the 2023 season is in for a shock. With a shake-up in the paddock resulting in the signing of several new team principals, F1 is primed and ready to light up the world stage. Team principals will already be talking tactics, boosting the confidence of their drivers and ensuring their pit crews make those box times as tight as possible. With a new era of racing now well underway, more teams than ever will be vying for points, podiums, and a chance at the championship. This is Formula One.
Okay, so I think the answer is I won't be doing that as a new team principal because I didn't understand half of it. But
Red Bull took the F.
Hold on. We need to pick a team, right? And what we want to do is go for the worst team. Unfortunately, there's still no create a team mode in here, which is a real pain. It should be in here. In fact, it's a bit of a cop-out. I wonder if we'll see a DLC. But yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't allow people to create their own team. Seems a bit silly. So we know we don't want Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. So we're into kind of these ones. Let's have a little look. This screen here should help us because it tells us where we are or where the team is in relation to the rest of the grid. I'm going to keep stopping these intros. Maybe when we pick the team we want, we'll choose the intro. But so what we can see is Alpine, middle of the road. We're not interested in Alpine. McLaren, very keen on McLaren. Their car performance is terrible in terms of the grid. But everything else is pretty good. So I just feel like they may be slightly too good for us. We get to Alfa Romeo. Now what we can see is their car performance is the worst on the grid. Their headquarters is the worst on the grid. And their staff, the second worst on the grid. The staff are also in that same position. Their drivers, not too bad. Not too bad. Bottas and Zhou, I think it is. So very strong possibility of Alpha. Aston Martin
ended the 20.
We obviously were last time. They're now the second fastest or best car on the grid, right? So I think from our point of view, we probably want to rule them out as much as I'd like to go back. We do have Haas. Now Haas have the 6th best car, the headquarters are 10th, staff and drivers 8th and 8th. So maybe just a little bit too good for us. We then have AlphaTauri.
It was a
9th in terms of car performance, headquarters 7th, staff 7th, drivers 9th. And then the last one is Williams.
10th in the
7th best car, 6th best headquarters, and then 10 and 10 for staff and driver. So really it's between Williams, AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo. I feel like Alfa Romeo is the worst car and that's why we should be them. I don't know how that is and why that is, but I feel like we should be them. As much as I'd quite like to be Williams, we're going to be Alfa Romeo. Let's hit the play button and we'll listen to what they've got to say.
Alfa Romeo showed off their fighting spirit in 2022, battling their way to 6th in the Constructors' Championship, with an all-new driver pairing of Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu. The pair have proven they've got what it takes, and in 2023, they'll be returning to the track and looking to push their way back up the grid. The Hinville team begin the new season expecting to face tough competition from those battling it out in a very tight midfield.
So that's what we know about Alfa Romeo. What we can see here is season objective is 7th, long-term objective is podium contender, starting balance is low, 2.5 stars. Just very quickly, if we click on the others, you can see AlphaTauri slightly worse, Williams slightly worse as well. So I think we are probably in a better place with these, but the car performance is the worst one. And should we go Williams? Let's listen to what they got to say.
10th in the Constructors' Championship is not where Williams would have chosen to end 2022, but that won't stop them fighting. Debutant Logan Sargent joins for the new season after a stellar F2 performance, driving alongside his more experienced teammate Alex Albon. With the right leadership, the team is set to come out swinging in 2023.
You know what? It's Williams, right? We're going Williams. So what you can see, 7th best car, 6th headquarters, and then the rest is terrible. Our drivers are not great, nor are our staff. And then we have a bit of biography founded by Frank Williams, as we know, a behemoth for Formula One. It'd be nice to bring Williams back, right? This is what we're going for. So let's get into it. We need a name. I can do that. And then we'll choose Experience Manager. We're not really, but we don't want all the tutorial parts coming up. I'll try and point out the bits that are new from when I went through the tutorial. So, here we go. You'll notice that not a lot has changed. And in all honesty, not a lot has changed. There's a new camera. There's a new bits around pit stops, but very much similar to what we were looking at. Let's read our first email. Hi, Scott. It's very exciting to have you on board. You're more than ready to take on the new season. As you've just joined, I wanted to let you know your sponsors' obligations. We already negotiated this season. When negotiating sponsorship deals at the start of the season, we can offer certain obligations, like hosting events at our factories and media, which can have an impact on... So having sponsorship, more sponsors means less progress for drivers and pit crews and stuff, and manufacturing. I've attached a link to our sponsor obligations if we want to have a look at it. We don't really. What we do know is we've got a race coming up in, 2 weeks. We can see where that is, Bahrain, as we know. We can have a little look at where we're expected and what we're trying to achieve. We've got our cars. We're going to come back to this. We've got details about our driver. So Sargent is a young'un, and Albon isn't much older, I don't think. 26 and 22. Then we can look at our staff and we can see the staff aren't great. We have to come back and work on getting these up. These are key. We've got 19 million in the bank, and we can go and do some scouting and see if we can find some people. We've also got some pretty average bits and pieces. You know, we really want to spend some money on these sort of things, which is like, I think these are £10 million to upgrade these. But what these will do is give us better results when we start working on parts. Then we've got the board. See how the board feel about us, obviously, and then finances. We do have a cost cap to keep within, but you know, I don't think we've got enough money to really worry too much about that as we go. I think the first thing we want to do is here, right? We want to try and get rid of these guys and bring in new people. New member of staff, the sporting director. Really, he's in charge of maintaining the pit crew, and we can help with that if we want to. I like that he's our best person. Right, I think we're going to have a little look here. So you've got 2 years left. You've got 2 years left. So it's going to cost us to get rid of you. Let's have a look at your contract. You're taking home 1.14 million. You're taking home hopefully less than that, far less than that, 715k. So we're going to go and have a little look here. What was your... What was your... 79. So let's start with our technical chief and trying to improve them. So if we come to filters, I think we can say we're only looking for those open to negotiation, and our best option here is Dan Fellows. I think we're going to have to pay a lot for him. We could do some scouting, but I don't think we want to waste time. I think we just want to get in here with a contract. We want him to start immediately, and we want to pay him a shed ton of money. Should we start with like 2 mil? I think we start with 2 mil. It's a lot of money, and let's give him a bonus of like 150k. How does that sound? You know, we want him signing, right? He's such an improvement. We want him. He's not happy with the salary. Okay, well we can work on that, right? I'm going to go big. I really want him. How do you feel about 2.8k, my friend? Still not happy. Holy crap. Okay. A little bit worried now, but... Perfect. Contract accepted. Hire. It's costing us a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, right? We're down to 19 mil, but big improvement on what we had. Now we got to get rid of you. 71. Okay. I take it this is showing us the best. 82 here. These guys are free agents, but let's go with you. You're at Haas. We don't know how much you're being paid, but we can assume that we need to pay you like 1.5 mil, right? At the very least. And we'll give you something similar. Holy crap, total cost of hire and cost to break contract, 6 mil. Hold on, we're backing out of that one. Holy crap, how long have you got left? We don't know. 6 mil, Jesus. Hold on, how long have we got? You, is it you that's got... You got 2 years left. How is it costing us so much? No, we need to get someone better in. I don't care how much it's going to cost. It's going to cost a lot of money. We'll keep going down the list. These guys are free agents, but they're just not that much better, right? Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We'll go for this. What was your level? 79. That feels like an immediate improvement. So let's go for that. Let's go, I don't know, 1.2, 1.3, 1.5. That seems fine, right? How do you feel about that, dude? Okay, still not happy with the money, but I think we have to go for it, right? We need the best people we can get. Jeez, these people want a lot of cash. I don't even know if they're worth it. I mean, I think actually spending money on some of those other ones would have been better, but there we go. Okay, you're in, dude. Congratulations. Okay. So we could improve our race engineers. Let's just have a little look. How much do you get paid? 815k. You're pretty average. What if we were to... Okay, these are the people who are available. You're at Aston Martin and you're amazing. How much would it cost to break your contract? Not as much as I thought it might. It's a lot of money though. Oh my god, that's an awful lot of money. How do you feel like 1.2? Never going to happen, right? Okay, I'm going to make a substantial offer. If you don't like it, fine. He doesn't like it. We'll just sneak it up a little bit, but not a lot. Not a lot. That's it. We'll stick with our race engineers that we've got if you don't like it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's all the money we're spending over there. That's an awful lot. Okay. So we've got new peeps in. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Now we want to develop some car parts, right? So let's go and have a little look at our car. If we do the car analysis, we can see how we compare. So obviously we know the Ferrari is far better than us right across the board. What we're interested in is the people who are going to be around us. So, you know, the Alpines, for example. We're better at top speed. They're better at pretty much everything else. Okay. So it'd be nice to see, is there a way of seeing grid average, right? There's a thing, I'm sure of it. Grid average, here we go. Rank on grid, that's what we wanted to see, right? So our acceleration is terrible. If we could maybe focus on acceleration, we'd be in a pretty good place. That brings us back into the middle of the group, right? Let's start there. Car parts for development. I think we're just going to develop one part. How do I know what improves acceleration? Nothing. Nothing here apparently improves acceleration, is what you're telling me. Okay, I guess it is an engine thing, right? Okay. Let's go chassis and just see here. If we were to bump everything we've got into this, how much difference does it make? Not a huge amount. That brings us up by 2. Okay. What about underfloor? Okay. Well, look, there's the first thing. Do we spend it all on one piece of development, or do we put it into others? Airflow. And do we also pick something that's going to be done quickly is the other question. I'm just going to have a look. If we put everything into suspension, has the same kind of impact right across the board, right? Okay, so I think we need to either make a choice. We're improving one or two things. I guess the plus point of improving the rear wing is we improve the DRS effectiveness. Where are we on that? 13th. Intriguing. Okay, I think we're going to go underfloor. I think we do two things, maybe. How many of these we got? Maybe we do something like this, right? Okay, and if we go to next, we can set our focus, obviously. That's a bit weird. If our focus is optimized aerodynamics, if our focus is optimized high speed, we get worse at low speed and better at that. Okay, what about optimized aerodynamics? We get better at dirty air tolerance, and we're definitely going to need that, right, in what we do. So maybe we go... So the other thing we've got down the bottom here is a new lifespan of parts. So if we go balanced, we get our improvement in terms of these, and we get a little improvement right across the board. Where are we in low speed? I'd quite like to try and bump this up a little bit if I could. Okay, I think we're going to go with something like that. Let's go to next. If we said, we've got 10 engineers, if we said 5 of them working on it and doing it. So when's our Grand Prix? So the next one that we can get this done for, if we don't rush it, is Melbourne. It's going to cost 4.5 mil. And Melbourne needs better speed, better DRS, better low speed, but high speed is important. Maybe we go with this. Maybe we go with this. It's going to take 31 days. So we're going to have 2 races where we can't do anything. And well, depending on what the other thing is. Okay, we're off. We're underway. Now we need something else being designed. Now we could split this into 2, or we could just put our time into it. So we're doing the underfloor. What about the rear wing? What if we put all of our time into the rear wing here? Now that's going to help us. Let's go here. Do we go better here? do we go better here? I'm quite tempted to go this way. So we're better at dirty air tolerance. I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, I know it's good, but I don't really want to affect our top speed. But maybe we go down here. I wonder, so if when we look at these tracks, so low speed is important, low speed is critical, low speed is important, high speed is critical, low speed, low speed, low speed, high speed. So there is a fairly even split, right? There isn't a... The only thing I'm noticing is that medium speed doesn't seem to be that important anywhere. Okay. So if we went improved aerodynamics, our DRS gets worse. So I don't think we want to go that way. If we use high speed, then our low speed cornering gets worse, and I don't think we want to go that way. If we went balanced and we bumped this up both areas, and then did DRS delta and airflow, I'm okay with our medium getting worse. Our DRS gets much better, our medium speed goes down, but our dirty tolerance goes up, and I suspect we're going to be right in the middle of traffic all of the time, right? I just don't know if this is wise, doing this and not getting any benefit for that. Okay, this is what we're going to go with, I think. Perfect. 5 engineers. It's going to take 31 days. If we rush at 21, if it's intense, it's going to cost... Oh, I didn't need to do intense, right? But it's going to cost us more. But what we do get, if we do intense, we learn more for the next one. I think we do that. Good luck, buddy. Okay, we've got 2 projects underway. We could do another one, I think. Have we got room for another one? We'd have no engineers, so we can't do another one anyway. Facilities. If we go staff facilities and team hub, it's going to cost 1.5 mil. As facilities age, their condition, blah, blah, blah. Upgrading this facility improves its grade, provides a space for staff to take a break and study their craft. Team attractiveness, morale, and weekly development for staff. Okay, seems important. Race simulator, 1.9k. Weekly development for drivers. Based on the drivers we've got, I think that's vital. I'm going to go and spend the money on that. What else have we got? Operations facilities. Weather 7 Centre would be nice, right? We've not even got a helipad. I guess we should probably build one. It's going to give us 1% payout. Let's just get that done. We're down to 2.4 mil. I think that's enough money spent for us. Let's hit continue. Not bad to spend like 20 million on day one. Builder upgrade a facility. We've built a helipad. Literally it's concreting and painting an H on the floor, right? Good work, everybody. Okay. Key staff. We know about those. Sponsorship obligations. You know what we haven't done? We haven't gone in and said, right, you, let's have a little look at you. Your accuracy isn't great. Let's get you focused on your accuracy. Where is accuracy? Is it not here? Accuracy down here. Pace, short runs. We'll get you working on that. What about you? I mean, you're not great right across the board. Your aggression is low. I'm not a fan of that. I like aggressive drivers who crash a lot. What if we went... you know what? Can we... Hold on. Is your affinity... Yeah, your affinity is good. So we're going to keep... You know what? I'm still tempted to switch them around. You know, we'll get the affinity up. I think we can focus on maybe... consistency. Let's go with this one. Driving standards. Perfect. Okay. So that's that. What about you? I guess we can get you working on We'll go here to begin with. Perfect. Okay. So that's that. What about our staff? We can also get them to develop areas. So your lowest is side pods. I wonder if we should be doing chassis maybe. Let's get you working on that. Okay, you. I love the fact that we're working on our DRS door, and that's one of the worst things. What if we said, let's go body work for you as well. We're going to focus on that for a bit. Development. I want feedback, I think. Perfect. You're pretty good right across the board. Feedback would be lovely. Thank you. What about you? Let's get you working on that. You're not great at training, so let's get you working on training. Our pit crew, we could come in here and we can choose what they're working on. I'm going to leave them being done by our trainer here. Engineer team, they're all doing their thing. I'd really like to get some more at some point. The scouting team, less worried about what you're doing, although we should get you scouting a couple of drivers. We're not interested in whether they'd come to us or not. We are looking for young. And then I think we just... There's old Jackie boy, so we can't scout anymore for the time being. I think that's us done. Let's move on. 6 days to the race weekend. Hold on, do we have some news? Post-testing results. So it kind of tells us what we knew. 9th on top speed, acceleration 17th. Middle of the pack for everything else, pretty much. Driver development updates. Compiler reports on your developing drivers. Nothing changed here. Training for the pit crew. I'm happy to leave it for you. Okay. And we're off to the first race weekend. What have we got? We know the circuit. We don't really understand the best approach for the circuit, but we know what we're getting into. I think we're just going to leave as is over here because we don't know where we're based. What we know is we're not great. But let's see how it goes, because what we do know is that my tactical knowledge of Formula One is not great.
As we start a brand new season, the slate is wiped clean, and all 20 drivers prepare to make an instant impact ahead of an exciting year. Bahrain is known for high tyre degradation, as the asphalt here is so abrasive. The drivers are facing many low to medium speed corners, and any heavy braking will inevitably take its toll on the tyres. There's now a rookie on the McLaren team, which is both an opportunity and a challenge. Now let's get the weekend underway.
Okay. So practice 1 we know about. Let's go straight into it. We're going to start with this old fun mechanic of tweaking our car. Said there was lots of corners, right? So I guess we go that way with the straights. I presume that's what that means, or is it that we go the other way? I'm not sure. Okay, well look, max min. Okay, so we think we go the other way, right? That way. Probably. Okay, well look, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put you up to 20 laps. And we'll do 18 laps. Compounds, we go out on the hards, right? And over here, we'll do the same for you, maybe not as much. Maybe something like that, that's fine. We've got you on the hards. Run plan, 18 laps. Love it. Off we go. Okay, we're going to manage the practice. And we'll see how we get on this time round. We'll fly through it fairly quickly. Let's get the boys out there. Here it comes. Look at it. I do like the Duracell battery bit. That's pretty cool. And off he goes. Right, let's send out Surgeon. And what we're going to look at is we'll do a lap on the normal camera, just so we can have a little look at it.
Yeah, radio check. Yep, loud and clear.
That Duracell thing is pretty cool. I like that. So there we are. We're the only... Oh no, hold on. Someone else is coming out on the track. So all looking pretty similar to last year. Just before we move on, so let's hit the next camera. Feels pretty familiar, right? Looking pretty nice. Then we've got the next camera, which is the rear end camera with the flaps open. The old DRS, and there's them closing. Then we've got kind of the halo camera with over the shoulder view. Then we've got the front wing, which we knew about from before. And then we have this, which is one of the best things that they've put in here, I think. This is the visor cam, which, I mean, makes me feel a little bit sick, but it is so cool, right? I mean, that is pretty cool where there's nothing on the track. I'm looking forward to seeing it when the track is full. Right, let's go back to this camera. We're going to speed up to max speed because really all we're looking for is feedback here. We want the feedback from the boys. A couple of things that are new down here. So you can see the tire temps. When they go into hot temperature territory, and you can see the little arrows, whether they're heating up or cooling down. When they go into hot, this will change color. So you can start to get an idea visually of how your tires are doing. If you wanted to, you can go into detail and see the temperatures of the tires, etc, etc. The other thing that's new is driver preparation, and that relates into driver confidence. So depending on how well the setup goes, how well the race goes, they'll have confidence, and confidence means they're better or worse at doing certain things during the race. They might make more mistakes, for example. With 4 or 5 feedback, so let's see how that comes in.
Got a yellow flag here.
We'll watch some replays. Let's have a little look.
Things were all right here. And the controls lost. In the end,
oh dear.
Just a helpless passenger.
Oh dear, Oscar. Right. Let's see.
All okay? I'm really struggling to drive this at the moment.
Right. Doesn't need to be like that. We're working on it, all right? Okay, so we know how this works, right? We know we need to tweak this. Bottom one, the second one down here moves this much further, so that's fine. Let's bring you this way. You were great before. Let's just go with that, right? That seems fine. Tires, we can send you out on the hards again. That's all good. Hold on. There you go. And we need to bring you in because you're at 5 of 5. We didn't get the radio bit, but let's have a little look. Similar? Yeah, very similar. So we can bring you this way. Maybe move you down like that. That seems fine, right? Let's get you back out there. We'll just wait for the cars to, or the bits to be changed, then we'll send them back out again. Nice to see that we're not at the very bottom. I did do a very quick trial run with Alpha, and this is very similar to what I had. Right at the bottom, constantly. Interesting that they've got kind of the worst car, but the better drivers.
Yellow flag now.
So it'll be interesting to see if they kind of improve. Is this the same corner or a different one? Oh dear. Uh-oh. A lot of swearing in this year's one. I will say that. Okay. How are you boys getting on? Tyres are cold. Tyres are warming up. Love that. We can see that other people are on other tyres as well, so that's all good. And again, we're just really looking for this feedback to go up, so nothing to do other than kind of let them go, really. Just while we're here, other things we're looking at track knowledge and car knowledge and parts knowledge. So obviously there's kind of 3 things we're working on. Some of these won't go up a huge amount until we've driven on this track multiple times, I think. And equally, car parts won't go up until we've really had a lot of time with the car. 3 or 5 feedback for both of these guys, so not bad. We've got 15 minutes left. It'd be nice to get these wrapped up before the end of those 15 minutes. I think we're going to get there.
Feedback from you. It's okay.
It's okay. That's high praise indeed.
What do you think? This car feels very nervous.
Don't worry, we're gonna gently settle it in, buddy. Don't you worry. We've got this. Okay, so we're gonna come all the way down here, I think. We'll bring you that way. Oh, we're so close. Do we go with something like that and just see? I think that seems fine. Let's give that a go. Let's put you on some medium. No, let's leave you on the hards, right? Get back out there. How do you feel about this? I don't feel too bad. That second one would be nice to get back in there, but maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. I can't get that any more to the left without pushing too far this way. So I think we go with this and just see how we get on. Tyres, you're staying on the hards. Confirm we might only get a couple of laps, but that's fine. Our tyres are pretty shot to bits. I mean, we could send them out for a couple of laps on the softs, but I don't know if there's much point in that. Get out there. Get out there. Okay. We'll get a couple of laps in at least. Maybe just one. Okay.
You've taken the checkered flag.
Nice. So session 1 is done. A little tiny bit of feedback, so it's worthwhile going back out again. We're going to change to probably some mediums for session 2, I'd imagine. And we can see we finished down here, but we ran the whole thing on mediums where everybody else was on. It looks like they changed. Drive preparation 23, 26, not amazing. Satisfaction, we don't know. And yeah, obviously they're going to have lower preparation until we get the full feedback. So nothing to worry too much about there. There's no point in changing anything. We're just going out. We want the full feedback before we start tweaking. So let's get out there. I think we want the full feedback before we start tweaking. I don't know. Okay, Sergeant going quicker than Albon. Love that. Currently quicker than 2 Mercedes. Now we're not. And he is on hards. Okay, 4 or 5 feedback over here. That's nice. We're only quicker than some McLarens at the moment. Which, and as we know from this season, Jesus, what? We're slower than an alpha. That is not good.
How does it feel?
It's okay.
Don't sound so disappointed with it. Come on, Albon. What are you playing at? You sounded so down.
Feedback on limitation.
Balance is good.
Nice, the balance is good. Why can't you be that positive, huh? Okay. What's happening here? There we go. Okay, so we're a little bit of work needed. We can bring you this way. Okay, I think we go here. Haven't moved that one a great deal, but I think we go here. Tyres, you're okay on your mediums? Good. Here you come, Sergeant. Let's see what you've got to tell us. Okay. Okay. Guess we go there and just see what happens. We're out of the thing at the top there, which is a bit annoying. So this one is telling us where it was good last time, I think, right? This is telling us, is that right? This was the best we've had. Interesting. So is that right? I mean, I guess we put it like here. Can they be outside of these things? I guess they can, right? The best we had up was on that one. It was quite a way away. Okay, let's try. Oh, that's bad. Is this right? I mean, I'm going to try it to see what happens with this, because this is telling me we need to be here, right? But it didn't seem to make that much difference. Okay, we're going to go with this and just see what happens. What about your tyres? You're okay on the medium still. It'll be interesting to know if that's changed somewhat, and you know, it's not always going to be right in the centre of that thing. We'll see how it plays out. So you can see we're up to 38% and 34% for Sergeant with the knowledge. And we're doing okay over here as well. Let's see if we get any quicker or what after a couple of laps. Doesn't look like it. We're doing 137s. How are the alphas so quick? How are the alphas so quick? I want to know. How's our feedback coming along? 3 of 5. How are the tyres looking? Very hot. We're almost there, right? Come and give us your feedback, boys.
How's the car?
Felt nice.
Felt nice, nice. Look how happy he is.
Okay.
I
Good.
think we're okay.
Good over here. Okay,
Copy.
what have we got going on? Great, 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 good. Let's tweak you that way a little bit. What was the highest previously? that's a tough one, right? That is a tough one. If I revert, how far does it take us to there? Okay. So I really want to get that bottom one over a little bit, but it's really difficult to move it too far. Yeah, that's a tough one. I guess we just tweak the ones we can, right? So let's move you that way a little bit, see if we get better than great. Let's move you that way just a smidge and see if any of these come up better than great. Okay, let's use a tyre. What have you got for us? Okay, not amazing on any of these, actually. Okay, I guess we go with something like that. You on softs? Again, hopefully we can get you out for a couple of laps at the end of this one. This should be the one where we go flying, right? Although we've got too much fuel in the car, I think. Perhaps we should have get out there. This should be the one where we see that we're really quick, right? Should be, we're flying. Holy crap, we are. Look at us go. Sergeant? You know what? I will absolutely take that, Albon. Not amazing from Sergeant, but not horrendous. I mean, he isn't the best driver. That was a quick little run on the fuel we had. Okay, good. No point sending you out. And we'll take that little run. That went pretty well, right? I'm quite happy with that. Nice. Let's bring this to the end. Now the question is, that was practice session 2, right? I don't know how much I'll be able to dial the car in anymore, if I'm really honest. You know, we put in a lot of work in preparation. I think we'll do it just because we can. But hold on, he's putting us on these mediums. I think we're okay with that, right? I wasn't sure whether to simulate or not, but we will do it just because it's the first one. We'll maybe, in a situation like this, I'd probably be thinking, well, I can't do much more with the tweaking of it. But
Okay, should be green
let's send them out. See how we go on mediums. Look how quick. Oh. Just you're 2 seconds slower than Lance Stroll. A little bit concerning that, right?
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Oh, let's have a little look. Same sort of thing as before.
Yes.
Yeah, we've seen that one before. I do feel like there's a bit more going on in these sort of races and stuff. It does look like it's a little bit more interesting in terms of how the races might play out. Car is feeling great. That's good news. Hold on a second.
Now Alex Albon is part of this.
What are you playing at,
Nothing wrong
Albon?
so far. Oh, and the car locks up.
Oh.
They took a gamble, and it was just too late.
Don't you hit each other, boys. Don't you dare hit each other. just want that last piece of feedback. Okay, let's have a little look. What have we got? I mean, there is literally the minimal amount of change we can make, right? To see if that makes any difference whatsoever. There you go. Congratulations. Can we have our feedback, please? Oh, no.
Crash ahead.
Well, at least it's not us.
Caution through there.
Let's have a look at the crashes, see if they're any better.
And it was involving Leclerc this time. Now there's an inviting opportunity there, and the impact on the car,
nothing too
it's quite
major,
clear.
but
I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
can we please have our feedback, Mr. Alban? There we go.
How's the car?
Feels all
Feels
good. Nice.
Copy.
Let's send you out. Let's have a little look. Okay, so just that bottom one would be lovely to... tweak just a little bit, right? These all have too much of an impact, I think. Okay, we'll go with that. Don't think it makes too much difference. You know, we are kind of where we are. Sergeant's putting in the work to get the knowledge up. You're going to head out and do some more laps. See if we get the full feedback. And again, the only thing we really want is to get the feedback, and then we'll go back and revert if we're not any quicker. Really, is the or any better is the short answer. 2 of 5 feedback. It'd be nice if there was a 32 speed on this one, I have to say. Running wide, we'll just have a little watch, but I'm sure it's nothing too
Now
exciting.
this is Logan Sargent, and they just can't keep on the track.
That's never a great sign, is it? When the commentators are saying we just can't keep on the track. Take it, our tyres aren't that bad, right? Yeah, 61, nothing too major. Okay, back to it. Let's see how we do in the last few minutes. We're up to 4 feedback over here. And I'd love to know your thoughts on where you think we're going to finish this season. I know it's early, really early days. Let's see, get some really early predictions. We've only got 4 or 5 feedback. Come on, there's no need. I'm going to send you out on... were we better before? I think we were the same. I'm going to send you out on some softs. Just for one more lap. How is this taking so long? Okay, I don't think we're going to change you, right? We're just going to put you on some softs and we'll send you out as well. Okay. I didn't change the fuel level, but we just want that last piece of feedback, please. Crash involving several
Got a yellow
cars.
flag here.
How many is several? Not another Ferrari again. I just sort of turned into him. Nice. Have we got all the feedback that we needed? I think we have, right? So we'll just do a few laps on our soft tyres. See how we do. Okay, job done.
Last checkered flag.
Nice, good work, everybody. Let's speed this up to the end. Okay. So Charles Leclerc has got a penalty already. Oscar Pistari has got a Piastri, sorry, has got a penalty as well from the looks of things. And we're looking pretty good, I think. Not too bad. Like, setup satisfaction is pretty good. Our driver confidence is here. Better preparation helps drivers maintain higher confidence the rest of the race weekend. Love that.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive, and even under the floodlights, qualifying is tough on soft tyres. Teams will need to use their tyre allocations wisely.
As far as Carlos Sainz is concerned, Karun, how do you think he's doing?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
So brace yourselves. This is going to be a pretty long episode. We're an hour-ish already, and we're now into qualifying. We are going to do qualifying. We're not going to do a huge amount of anything. We're just going to go straight into it. You know what we should have done? Probably changed our car engines and that, right? To the newer versions, but that's fine. We can do this. We're ready to go. I guess we just send. This is what we used to do, right? We send them out for the first lap straight away, and then we'll worry about it after that. So what we will do is we will speed up for our out lap, and then we'll watch the first one in the new camera, shall we? Here we go.
So gap ahead is good. You're good to push.
Let's go, Alban.
So I think we'll be clear. Go push.
I have to say, this is such a cool camera. It looks so good. Maybe a little wide there. I thought we were going off track then for a second. Okay. About halfway round. Keep it together, Alban. So it's good that durability is in the game. I don't know if that means parts can fail mid-race. I kind of hope they can, because that was missing from last time out, right? Is having car failure. But we'll see. We're coming around to the final corner and down the final straight.
Delta, stay negative.
Okay, I don't know how that compares, but let's get in. We're far slower than a Red Bull, but we kind of knew that. We've been split by a Haas. And we want to put you on these, right? Okay, we're looking pretty good up there. Look at us in 4th place. Admittedly, the Ferraris haven't been, Alonso hasn't been out yet, but You know what? If someone had said to us we'll be kind of here after the first run, I'd have absolutely taken that. I'm just going to put us back onto these tyres. I think we're going to go out for another run, you know. I think we should be able to squeeze in another set of laps. And hopefully we can get back in, change our tyres and go out in the big rush. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll balls this up big time.
Okay, this is P10. Cool the car.
Okay.
Maybe I'll mess this up.
We are P15. So boxing this lap then.
Copy that.
I think oh, we've got to change these tyres bloody quick. Tell you that much. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I think I may have made an error. Change the damn tyres. Everybody's out, more or less, right? So am I right in thinking we need to go out kind of 1:30-ish to go so we can get one more lap in? Just a little less than that? Is that really our key here? I don't really know. So a few of them have gone out of the bottom there. I'm going to go with one of them. Oops. Let's send you out as well. Okay. Oh, you know what? I've made an error, right? That was a flying lap that we did. We're not going to get round with him, right? I mean, Sargent is the more important one because Sargent is out of the places, but I've made an error. Probably made lots of errors, but this is certainly an error. Yeah, Albin's not going to get round. Okay, that's on me.
14.
Hopefully it doesn't come to bite us in the backside. Sergeant, how you doing, buddy? You're on the yellow in the first one. That's not ideal, mate. You are out unless you improve. And you are out unless you improve. And there's another yellow. It's not looking great. Not on this last corner. We don't improve. At least we get one car into the next qualifying session, right? That's pretty nice. Maybe should have got both, but Sergeant, unlucky, buddy. Albin, not bad, not bad. Qualifying 2. This is where our qualifying ends. I'm pretty sure of that. Off we go. I definitely messed that up. What an idiot. Okay. Let's just see how we go. No one's sending any out at the moment.
Two, one, should be green.
I mean, let's go behind a Red Bull, shall we? We'll put it in speedy and we'll see how we get on. Oh, here comes the traffic. Stuck behind Russell for a second.
Your P2
Look at us, we're P2 currently, 3 seconds slower than the
cool the car on
than the Red Bull. Not ideal.
Okay.
Let's get back into the pit. I feel like it was easier to... you know what? I feel like it was easier to get a good run out before. I'm not sure that's true there now. Okay, we're going to go maybe kind of a little bit earlier than we went before. Here we go. Come on, boys. No, you lot get out of the way. Okay, they should be far enough around, right? We should be okay. Let's switch over to this one, shall we? We'll have a little watch at this. See how we go on. We are currently last.
Yeah, bunching.
What do you mean bunching? We haven't got bunching. That's lies. We're all fine here. Oh, maybe we're not. We turned in a bit early. We get past? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Didn't slow down at all, right? Perfect. Perfect. This is bad news. I mean, that's not ideal, right? How are we looking sector-wise? We have gone green. Need a big performance here, Albon. I mean, I don't see how we get... I mean, top 10 would be incredible, right? I don't see how we get above, like, 12th. Okay, come around the last corner. It always feels like in this they ease off before the finish line. I don't know if that's true, but it always feels like they're easing off before we get to the end.
P10.
Holy crap, we're in P10.
Cool, the engine. Yep.
I mean, probably not enough because there was a load of cars and Hamilton is down here. But let's see us drop out of P10. Here goes Hamilton. There goes Hamilton. We're back into P11. But we'll take that. That's pretty good for us, right? Almost in the points at this stage. Okay, we'll absolutely take that. Let's hit continue.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
Now, Karun, with regards to Alex Albon, just how will he be feeling at this point in the weekend?
I don't think there can be any real complaints over their performance so far. They know what's expected of them and they're making sure to deliver.
And there's going to be a lot for the teams to handle. So will the drivers and their cars be able to deal with the pressure here in Bahrain?
Okay, well look, Bahrain is upon us. Let's get going, shall we? Again, long one that we're in for, so we'll see how we go. How is the confidence not higher than that? I feel like that we went pretty well. Let's have a think about strategy. I mean, I think we'll take our lead from this. It's telling us we don't want... Oops. We don't want hard tyres, right, is what I'm taking from this. So I think we're going to go here. What if we were to squeeze you a little bit more? Feels like it might be worth a try, right? Let's go with that. Oops. Let's go with that. Let's also go with driver options. We want you to start aggressive, use your fuel, and try and overtake, right? Sounds like a plan. Okay. Do we change the engine? I think we change the engine. I wouldn't normally, but I think we change it for the 100% engine. And we change it for the 100% ERS. I've got to try and remember to change it back. And 100% gearbox, right? Hopefully that doesn't have a huge impact on like the car parts knowledge. I don't think it does. So that's you, right? What about you? I wonder if we go softs, medium, hard. You're quite near the back. Let's go medium, soft, soft, right? That's what we're going to put you on. And do we change this? Do we want to... push a little tiny bit longer? Would we be better coming in early? Maybe. I always feel like if you get in early, you get out. You get out early, right? If you get in early, you can then change to come out in front of people. Okay, let's go with that. Well, it obviously depends on where you are, but let's go with that. No, hold on. Every time. We want to come out here. We want to set your to aggressive to begin with, and that. We want to give you the use the ERS to overtake. We want to change our engine to U. I'm never going to remember to do this every time. It's going to be a complete waste of time, to be honest with you. Change the engine to U. And change the gearbox to U, right? I take it these are the same. Yeah, these are all the same, right? You get stock ones every year, you know, and then you work on those. Okay, so I think that's everything, right? You're going out on softs, trying to overtake in the early start. You're going from there. Here we go, everybody.
Here in Sakir, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit. This could be a big race for that man right there, Lewis Hamilton.
They've done better than expected to be starting 5th. If they keep that up in the race, it'll be an impressive result.
And it looks like we're good to go.
Okay. Let's see how we do. Remember, put your predictions down.
This is it. The Bahrain
You want to put your
Grand
race
Prix.
prediction down there, by all means do. Off we go. We're going to be racing with
Lights out, and away we go.
Albon looking for places early on. He's dipped down the middle. Love that. Oh my lord. Oh. Dropped a place. Disappointing. Okay, we'll get this first lap done. I mean, generally the races I tend to go through fairly quickly because a lot of it is about pit stops, right? It'll be interesting to see. One thing I did notice actually is if we just come over to our drivers, and if we come over to here, what you'll see is ERS battle. I presume this means we can turn this on, and if we're up in a fight, we'll definitely use it. Maybe that means we can be a bit more. You know, put it on neutral and let them use it a bit more. Maybe. I assume that's what that is. I don't know. But let's see how we go. We've got a bit of a gap between us and them, and it's becoming about a second, which is really annoying because let's be honest, we really want to keep that gap. And I was hoping that we'd be able to keep pace with them. Let's see how Sargent is doing. There is an Alpha right up his backside and one quite a distance away in front, which is, again, a little bit disappointing. How are we looking? That gap is getting bigger, Albon. you back on the standard tyres.
Back off now.
Okay.
All right, he doesn't need to be so aggressive about it. And I think we're going to put you back on the normal fuel.
We need lift and coast.
Copy.
And I think what we'll do is we'll speed this up a little bit because the first few laps, not a lot happening. You know, we've got a McLaren right up the backside. We've got an Alpha sandwich going on. And not a lot we can do about it. All we can really hope is we can close this gap a little bit. Now DRS is on, we're going to find that up here, Norris is going to go flying past us, right? Or maybe not. Okay. Well, look, we're settling into this, so I think we just speed this up. Oh,
No more energy.
Okay.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Got it.
I'm guessing that means we'll still use it, but we will recover some as we go. I hope that's what that means anyway. We'll keep an eye on this 0 number and see if it gets up. It looks like it. Okay. Gap is almost 2 seconds. A bit disappointing.
Get the tyres down now.
You're telling us the tyres are too hot. I think we're just going to crack on for the time being. They do look like they're cooling down from here. Okay, let's keep going a little bit. I really want to have to ease off the tyres. We can ease off a little bit and then we can push a little bit more, right? But 117. I don't know what the limits are for the tyres in terms of heat. Oh, Oscar, look at him. Okay. Four seconds. We are doing a good job of keeping the McLaren behind us. Be nice if we could catch Bottas, obviously, but and get past Bottas, but and whenever our pit stops, it's quite a while to go for both of them. They are happening on different laps. That's good news. Okay. I'm amazed that we're keeping Norris behind us whilst he's got DRS. But apparently that's how it's happening. Let's see how we look. I'll push these tyres a little bit more. There we go. We can only assume this is with DRS, right? Yeah, there we go. I mean, the plus point is it means we can potentially try and squeeze our way past. Wasn't particularly tidy from either of them. Hopefully we can push it again. Ocon, what are you doing? Maybe we can't. Hold on. We've got an overtake on Bottas. Maybe DRS again, right? Oh no. It's maybe at the end of a DRS.
They decide to give it a go.
Oh yeah,
And ahead goes Logan Sargent.
we were side by side and we had the advantage of DRS. So nice, Sargent. Good work, buddy.
What are we thinking about tyres here?
I think you shut up and keep driving, mate.
They're at the peak now.
Okay, let's keep going. I really like it if you could catch up with the McLaren, but apparently not. Put you on aggressive over here. Oh man. Let's just slow this down. We're almost there on pit stops for you. Another couple of laps, right?
The window is open.
Copy.
Okay, we're up to 11, but people have pitted. And somehow we got past Norris. There's Norris pitted. Hold on. That can't be the case, right? No. I was going to say, how did we get past Norris? Completely missed it. I think it's the next lap that we're pitting. Do we want to come in while these are right behind us, though? There is an argument, right? Coming in now. They're going past us anyway.
We're boxing this lap.
I'm happy to.
Back off now.
Okay, copy.
Here we go. So there's a new thing around pit stops.
Box.
There's details about kind of timings of
Copy
pit
that.
stops, and there's a little lead table for pit stops and all of those things. Our pit crew don't appear to be out yet, which is a bit concerning. There they are. Looks like a pretty good stop. Looks like a pretty good stop.
Caution one on exit.
10th, we were 7th, I think that said. Okay, nice. So our strategy was to go on the softs and just carry on as we are, so we'll do that. I think what we might do is allow you to deploy, and you're coming in
Yes.
the next couple of laps, right? Okay. We've come out in some traffic. So hopefully we can catch up and cause that as a battle with DRS, right? Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Sergeant. Next lap, you're in. And what were you doing? You were going on to softs. All good.
We'll be boxing.
Yeah, copy, box.
Nice. Good work. Good work. Let's get chasing down Bottas, please.
No saving required.
Yep, copy.
Push it just for a little bit. Okay, let's speed this up just a smidge. Nice, we got past Bottas as well. Love that. Up into 11th. Look at us go. We seem to be closing in on Gasly. What's happening with Gasly? Oh, there we go, in the pits. We're up into 10th. Nice. Hamilton still hasn't pitted. There we go. Not that it's going to make any difference, but we're now chasing down Gasly. I wonder if we're closing the gap at all. Looks that way, but they're on medium, so there's quite a mix of strategies here. Oh, we've lost a place. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Bit disappointing.
Now we're watching Esteban Ocon here.
A little bit of
It's
DRS
certainly
down the
inviting.
straight. I hear ya. So we can see that our confidence has been going up and up over here. And over here it's gone up a little bit. You saw that there. It just flashed up personal best sector. So as it, as they race and those things change, it does make a little difference. Sargent isn't anywhere near Sonoda, unfortunately. We've just overtaken Ocon again. So I suspect that's going to happen a few times. Hopefully, if that means we're catching Gasly, I'm all for it. Gasly has run wide. Okay, nice. Like that a lot. How are we looking tyre-wise? All good over here. Hold on. We're lapping on lap 40 and before that.
Right then, we can take a look now. Now Alex Albon is part of this. There's the opening.
Nice. Love that.
And
Love
Alex
it. Okay. Let's have a little look. We've got a bit of fuel to burn over here. So I always wonder, do we keep it? But I guess, you keep it for our soft tyres. But I guess the bonus is to get rid of it early. Because you're going to be lighter, right? Oh, no.
Okay? Yep.
Oh, no.
It was the Williams driver we see there. Dangerously close to each other. Has to be said.
What are you
That was
doing?
pretty risky. Now,
You turned into me, right?
Hits with that.
Got problems. Front
And
wing.
yes,
Open pit
yes, we have.
options.
We've had a crash. What happened there?
How bad is it? Minor damage. Do we keep them out? I don't. We're at lap 33. Does minor make that much difference? I don't know.
Gasly got a penalty for that.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help us very much. I'm going to leave us out there on the minor damage.
Focus, mate. Come on.
That really sucks. We were doing so well. Bloody Gasly, what are you playing at? How do we... I mean, it's minor, right? We should be fine. I'm going to slow us down a little, but... Okay, we've entered the pit window for you. I'll push the tyres a little bit more over here.
Pace now if you've got it.
Copy.
Use everything.
Deploy a little bit as well, just see if we get anywhere with any of that stuff. How are you looking, Sergeant? You're quite a way away. You're 3 seconds behind Bottas, which isn't ideal. Okay. I think we keep going. We'll keep going to our next pit stop. Okay, we're going on to mediums, right? Perfect.
We're boxing this lap.
Let's keep
Okay,
going.
box.
Listen to how disappointed he sounds. Oh, man. So down into 18th. We had a pit stop issue.
Now, what exactly happened there?
What
Drew?
happened?
Alex Albon had come in to stop.
I feel like this... Oh, we can get the tyre off.
There's an issue with the front left.
Oh, yeah, punch it a bit. We can get the damn tyre off. That sucks. Be nice if there was a little timer on that. Tyres are too hot. We hear you. They're going to stay hot.
Watch the pit exit line.
So we said we were going to push
Clear
these
on
tyres,
exit.
right?
We're good to push on the tyres.
Yep.
Do a cheeky little bit of topping up, I guess. Okay, and you are going on to some new softs. Love that. And you're going to push
Okay.
those softs.
Yeah, we'll box this lap.
Okay.
Yeah, copy in.
Happy to increase pace.
Yeah, copy.
Okay. We're up into 15th. This has been disappointing, I'm not going to lie. Perez has got the fastest lap. What's happening with the pit? What? What the heck? Oh, stop time was 4 point whatever. We had 2 issues with the pits. Great.
Logan Sargent making the stop.
If it's the front left, I'm going to punch someone. And that was the rear. Okay, good.
We see the issue occur here.
What was it? Okay, good.
Okay, watch the white line.
Good, we're out. We're trying to use our fuel. Let's push that just for a bit. Let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, let's have a little look at where we are. So we're 10 seconds behind Gasly over here in 15th place. And we're 5 seconds behind De Vries, I think that is, in 18th place. I think we've been a little bit hard done by. That crash didn't help us. We lost 4 places. We could have been in and around fighting for a point. Instead, we're down in 15th. You know what? 15th isn't the worst. Just a little bit disappointing after that. Still a little way to go in this. We're pushing our tyres. Let's see how it goes. Poor old Oscar. Okay. Are we getting... Oh, we've just been overtaken by Sonoda. And we're losing a lot of time. I'm guessing you're on softs, right? Oh, no, you're on mediums. Oh, no, you're on softs. We're on mediums. How about the tyres? We're pushing them. Yeah, the tyres are hot. We know that. That's disappointing. Oh, Norris is pitting. Hold on. We go back to this and have a look at we're 3.5 seconds behind Norris. How are we so far behind Sonoda already? Maybe finishing on the Bottas is pitting. Maybe finishing on the mediums wasn't the right move. I really need to keep an eye on this. I'm so worried that we're going to go over. Verstappen ran wide. There's a chance for us, everybody. Still in 15th place. Gap is getting wider. To all of those. I think it's just going to run out as is, right? Tyres are overheating, yeah. Moderately. He seems to be closing the gap. It's the last lap though. Let's speed this up. No, the gap's growing again. We're fine. Sargent is closing a little bit on him. It's going to be too little too late, I think. But
and today's winner.
This will be checkered flag. That's P15. That's a very tidy afternoon. Well done. The best we could have done. Thank you, guys.
That's the flag.
17.
Really solid job there, mate. I think you did well.
I truly gave it everything I had there.
good work, everybody.
Thanks,
we did
guys.
all right, you know. We were a little unlucky. A couple of terrible pit stops. I'll take that. I mean, we took some damage and all the rest of those things. I'll take it. You know what? Could have been better. Could have been
It's
worse.
a long race, but there's Kevin Magnussen coming back. Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
That gives them their first win of the season, and it was really well deserved.
I like that they don't really show a huge amount of emotion, look.
Here at the Bahrain
But there's not really a smile to be seen in any of these images. Even when they're having their photos taken, there's not really a smile to
Now,
be seen.
Peru,
Love
no
that.
doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They didn't do too badly today. A pretty respectable outcome as far as they'll be concerned. But they need to keep pushing. They can't afford to sit back.
You know what? I agree with you. It's a reasonable outcome. We were a little unlucky, is what I would say.
About that for this weekend's action here in Bahrain.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia it is. Okay, let's just get back to the menu. Let's have a little look here. So, obviously, fastest lap down here. We were a little bit unfortunate. Our fastest lap was 1.368. Their fastest lap was 1.3376. It's not ideal, that, is it? 25 points for Verstappen. Down here, we obviously get nothing. Constructors, nothing for us down here, unfortunately. And then we get the DHL top 10 fastest pit stops. Shocking, we weren't top of those lists. The fastest pit stop got 35 points. Look at us, we're down here at the bottom. The report, our pit stops were terrible for the second ones. We had issues on both of them. Mistake wheel nut and wheel nut. Okay, not great. Reserve driver, didn't do anything. Congratulations. And you guys get our performances there. We do make £3 million, which is nice. And there we go. We're ready to go for the next one. We're up to 10 mil, which is great. I want to inform you that the testing starts today. I'm assuming it doesn't. Maybe it does. Maybe we've got more time to spend, but we've got no engineers. What have we got? Car inspection. So this is telling us that our front wing was destroyed. Everything else is in pretty good shape. If we go to cars and change our front wing, how many have we got? 3 in the warehouse, 2 installed. So I think we're okay. We don't need to necessarily buy another one straight away, but just keep an eye on it. 11 days for our next race. We know we're not going to have any parts ready for that, so I don't think there's a huge amount for us to do. We can come in here and swap out our engines and all of those things. We'll do that before I forget. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Because obviously we want the ones that are wearing the fastest in our practice sessions. Maybe we'll swap over for qualifying in future, but you know, we want to keep those good engines as good as we can for everything else. And there's the gearbox, so that's that done. Perfect. So they can be on for practice, and I think that's everything we can do. I think drivers now, we don't upgrade them, they kind of just upgrade. We've got low affinities down here, but I'm sure that's going to change. Based on how well it went, we should have a look at what you're doing for us. You are learning drill planning, but if we go to our pit crew, what are they learning? So down here they're doing gym training. Are we better off getting them doing pit stop drills? I feel like we are. Okay, that seems like it could be quite important, right? We did a load, but based on how well it went, I think we need to keep doing more. The fatigue is going up, but I think that's fine. We'll let them manage it better than we can to a point. Okay, so I think that's that for that. I don't think there's anything else for us to do. We don't have any parts finishing. Let's just check the emails. Inspection, we know about that. And then down, why aren't you saying as red? Oh, it's this one. Telling us how Formula 2 went. So we can see that and Formula 3, we can see that there are results for races, which is quite nice, which we didn't have before. And then we can see here the parts being ready after the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which we will do next time. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know where you think we're going to finish. Let me know what I did wrong, what I did well, because the only way I'll learn is by understanding some more about Formula 1. Apologies that this is over an hour and a half long. The next one should be shorter because obviously we're not going to mess around in this screen. We're going to go straight into the practice. We'll probably also auto do one of those practices just to speed it up a little bit. But thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. If you want to support the channel, please do check out the Patreon or YouTube members. We do upload unique content there. We also have some merch if you want to check that out. But more importantly, if you could leave a like, that really helps. Leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji or something, just to really help the video get out there. Really, really does help. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.